everyone, and welcome back. So on the last video I mentioned that it was way towards the end of the last video, but I mentioned that I was beginning to get orders for lumber, and that's what we're going to do today. We got a couple of orders that I need to fill, and we're going to start by cutting 15 4x4s, true 4x4s, full width 4x4s, as opposed to nominal dimensions that you would get at Home Depot, which would be like 3.5 by 3.5. We're going to do them full dimensions. And we're going to start off with this log right here, and as you can tell, this log is extremely ugly. The bark has fallen off. This was a log that I acquired early this year sometime, and we were still back and forth from seminary trying to finish up coursework for that, and the log has just been sitting out in the weather. So what I want to do is I want to just see if this log is any good. I'm not so confident that it is. It's been sitting out for a very long time. Pine is not rot resistant at all, but let's cut into it and see what it's looking like. If it's too bad, we'll just not use it. It's 10 inches round on this end and pretty straight. So let's see what it looks like on the inside. Alright, let's see what we've got here. Well, I'll have to say I'm pretty surprised at this. That is a nice looking log. It's got a few little bug holes in it where something's been chewing on it, but overall, I mean, look at that. It still looks yellow in the middle like pine is supposed to look. Let's go ahead and get our 4x4s out of it. We'll inspect them a little bit closer, and if there's too many of these bug holes like this, we won't use it. But yeah, let's keep going. And we'll make another judgment once we get the 4x4s out of it. So usually my goal in sawing a log is to get the most pieces of usable lumber out of it that I possibly can, but my goal in this one became just to kind of get up under the outside of the log that had the bug damage in it. So if you look at this piece right here, that's the bottom of the cant that I got this 4x4 off of, and this is something I would absolutely use myself, but you can see there's some channels here where the bugs have been working on it, and there was actually a live beetle in here as well. But this is the one I ended up getting out for sale. This is a very, very nice 4x4 here. There are a few surface channels on that end down there, but if necessary, those could actually be cut off because it's long enough that there would still be enough material here to get the length of 4x4 that this gentleman wants. So anyhow, good salvage on that one. Even though it was just one single 4x4, I managed to salvage something out of a log that would probably be useless in about a month. So good deal on that. Let's get some more. So it is pretty satisfying when I can salvage a good board out of a log that looks pretty ugly on the outside, but to me it's actually a lot more satisfying when I can get a new log that's much larger and not have to worry about cutting all the bad stuff out and ending up with 4 really, really nice 4x4s. It makes the sawing 4 times faster. So yeah, that's good. We're up to 7 right now. Right now, if y'all remember on the last video, I went up to Big Mouth Blades in Woodbury, Georgia, and I was going to grab some blades from them. They were not ready, but right now I've gotten a call they are ready. So let's run up there and grab those, and we'll throw one of those blades on and finish this project with a Big Mouth blade. So I ran out of time yesterday, and it is the next day. At this point, I did manage to pick up 5 blades from Big Mouth Blades up in Woodbury, but the blade that's on the mill is still in good enough shape to finish up this order. So let's knock this order out, then we'll swap blades and go with one of those blades. Well, that wraps up that 4x4 order, and there are, I think, 18 of these here, and that's really just because on that last log it was very large and I managed to squeeze 9 out of that. I'm going to throw those in, and partially because some of these have some wane on them. I'll double check with the customer, make sure they're okay with a little bit of bark on these corners here, and if they're not, we'll certainly cut some more. But anyhow, that wraps up that order. Good deal. All right, well, that worked out great. She came and she got her 4x4s. She was completely happy with them, and yeah, that worked out really well. So here's my cut list. I've got 2 cut lists right here. So let's get on this next order. The next order is 12 2x4x10s. I already have those cut and stacked. I also need 2 2x4x12s and 12 1x4x10s. So let's do the 2 2x4x12s first. A few days ago, I had a gentleman come out and purchase 7 1x12x12s. This is the remnant of that log that I got those 1x12s out of. This will be perfect for getting those 2x4s out of. It's about 2 1/4, so we're going to shave it down just a little bit, and then we're going to put it on end, or on its edge rather, and get our 2x4s out of it, and then we'll move on to the 1x4s. And after that, we'll swap blades and use put on one of these new Big Mouth blades and see how it performs. I don't know how well this is going to show up on the camera. Y'all just pretend that you're at Home Depot or Lowe's and you're inspecting all the crooked lumber they have there. But you see what happened to this one right here? You may have caught it when it was being milled, but it had some tension in it, and man, it curved pretty bad. So instead of selling that one to the guy, I think what I'm going to do is go ahead and start getting my 1x4s, and I expect that while I'm getting those, I'll have some excess in the log, and I should be able to cut another one of these and get him some decent lumber, because that's, you can almost make a rocking chair out of that one. I'm not sure why it did that. All right, so now that we've let the old blade take the brunt of the sand and junk that may have been in the bark, and now that we're down to nice clean wood, let's put a brand new blade on. Here's one of the blades that they gave me. These things are super, super sharp, and the pricing that they have on them is pretty good. You can get a box of 10 Sawmill blades for $20 each, $200, and that is shipped. So pretty decent pricing, and I have used their blades before, and man, they are really, really good blades, and the price has always been great up there. So anyhow, if you need Sawmill blades, that's a really good place to get them. They're high quality blades, pretty good price. So I'll leave their information in the description, and again, big shout out to Big Mouth Blades for providing the saw blades for the Sawmill. That blade is crazy sharp. Once we get these boards cut, we'll look at them really, really close and just see how the finish is. Well, I am happy to report that those blades from Big Mouth Blades do a fantastic job. That is a very, very smooth cut. You can see, of course, some saw marks there, but it's just kind of lines, basically. There's no, like, places where you have a snaggle tooth. It's all very, very even. And, yeah, that is more than satisfactory for rough cut lumber. Well, I'm happy to report that being super careful with that log really paid off in a big way. So out of those two main cants out of that log that we were working with there, I got 12 1x4s and 2 2x4s. So those two 2x4s are going to make up for those crooked rocking chair looking 2x4s that we cut earlier in the video. And I also ended up getting 2 more 1x4s out of one of the offcuts that I threw off of the mill. I just put it back on there and didn't take a ton of effort, and I was able to get a couple more 1x4s out of that. So total of 14 1x4s and 2 2x4s out of that log. That is really good production. I'm happy to say that order is complete. These plus I think 12 of the other 2x4s that are already cut, and he will be good, and he should come get those maybe tomorrow or Saturday, something like that. I guess probably the posting of this video today, it'll be Saturday for y'all, but today is Thursday for me. So anyhow, yeah, super happy with the way that log turned out. I decided to go change shirts really quick because that one was looking pretty gross. This is the time of year around here where shirts, they just get really gross really fast, and I think for the sake of the camera it was best just to swap that one out. So feels a lot better too. So yeah, big shout out to Big Mouth Blades. Their information is going to be in the description of this video. Shout out to them for providing the blades for the sawmill here. Great blades, good price. Check them out, and big shout out to them. So the title of this video is How to Make a Small Fortune with a Sawmill, and I must say things have been going pretty good at the sawmill here for the last week or so. I'm getting lots of orders. Somebody picked one up this morning, somebody picked some up earlier this week. I got somebody coming for some tomorrow, and I got another order to fill as well. So yeah, I'm thankful that these logs are going to good use. But yeah, the title of this video, How to Make a Small Fortune with a Sawmill. I had a friend who unfortunately has passed on now, but he was a farmer, and of farming, he would say, do you know how to make a small fortune farming? And the answer was, well, you have to start with a large fortune. So words of wisdom, how to make a small fortune with a sawmill. I'll see y'all in the next one.